High score 288, strike rate 87, averaging 60. Not too bad. It's my career batsman. Where we sit right now, and needing 248 to win. It's 3:30, no, yes, 3:30 p.m. So we've got a quarter of today and last day tomorrow, 248. Difficulties, legend hard. I've got no ball trail on, I'll show that as well. So I'll just show here as well. Batting close, batting far. I turn all the markers off. All you need is pitch marker on. Turn everything else off. All that's fine. And I play on classic controls. It's very difficult batting. A few cracks there now. Sliding away. He's got that one that nips back in. .140. Pretty quick. We're hitting the middle. So far, every ball is over, bar the one we left.
Wait.
I went out through mid-wicket. How's that? Duck. Needed to win. You know what? I've got to accept it, but I'm going to start from the first ball again. That's fair dinkum out. Silly shot. Overconfident. Pressure to get on with it. Test match. 248 to win. I don't know if I was able to save it in time actually. But I want to play that again because it was a magnificent battle. Couple of overs, the bowlers would get right on top, and then the batsmen would start pushing singles, twos, and then getting boundaries. Then I got tightened up again. A wicket would fall unexpectedly. It was one of the best games. Yes, I've just cheated. Yes, I accept it. I want to play this innings again, but because it's difficult. Just skip through here. He doesn't usually get a duck.
Wait.
Late onto that. Trying to get off the mark somewhere here.
Waiting.
That's straight. Didn't quite get hold of it. We'll get two though. That's a fast outfield. Well, a miss hit there. Enough willow on it. Bit of luck. I guess that makes up for the easy catch I gave. Ooh. Stayed a little lower. Variation in bounce. Same length, the next one I'll get overhead high.
Yep.
No shot force at all. I'll show you. Zero shot force, ball friction, pitch friction. They've all been anchored with. It's what I use 99% of the time. I'm trying to give the bowlers a lot of movement, drift, swing and spin. But it's hard to balance one over the other without the ball going through the middle of the bat. Well, the ball's whipping. Right, they heard that 5 blocks away. That was the loudest edge ever. Why would you even ask to have a re-look at it? I think we caught it. I think it was the bottom edge. It should show us. Skip the highlights. It should show us now the hot spot. 1 for 14. Patterson promote him up. Here's the hot spot. Yeah, inside edge. Thought it was up a little higher. Anyway, the game goes on.
Wait there.
You've got to try and play with the safest shot that's available and try and pick the gap. You get it once in a while.
Wait.
If you ever play that shot, make sure you time. Otherwise he'll go on the back foot and try and do a cut as if it was a bouncer and you get bowled out from it.
Yep.
That'll run for 4. Yeah, it's not really that. The outfield's not really fast. The infield is. It's a little bit spongier in the outfield. Slows down on its way out. An extra mil or 1.5 mils of grass length. .138 or something, maybe 137. There was absolutely no hole through there. That was a really, really bad shot selection. Invisible wicket. I can't change it until I'm on strike. I make the wicket keeper invisible when the spin bowler's on. Otherwise, you can't see the ball. You just got to try and guess where it, you know, what it's doing. I've taken all the other things off that help you see what the ball's doing and how much it's turning or whatever. I turn all that off. You just get to see the line of the ball leaving the bowler's arm and where the game says that's where it's going to land, but you don't know what it's going to do. It doesn't show you any indication or anything. Oh, overthrows. There's a boundary for them. Just wide of the stumps. You've got to have a shot at that. We'll have a skip here. I reckon he'll be fine. Afridi. He got set. I would have been out if that had risen. That one stayed low, bowled short of a length. It was a 50-50 gamble there. Some big cracks too. And that one was short. And got around chest high. This next one will probably stay low. It's bowled more full, of course, but if the next short one, you never know, stays low or it can go high. It's just down to R&G and a bit of luck, I reckon. Really packed offside field. Got to hold on to your stamina for when you do play big shots.
Yep.
Cheeky single. I don't want to sit at the non-striker's end for coming over. We're not really comfortable at the moment. Not timing it or anything yet properly. A couple of good shots, but and of course I restarted. I was out for 0 off 4. Caught.
Wait.
I've already got the trophies for all of these anyway, so you know, I just know it's going to take a good batting performance. That ball didn't do anything, and I could have smashed his mode. And cricket 19 is the only game where you have to set the batsman up.
Yep.
Now you've got to set the batsman up to get the wicket. The other games don't have that. They're more arcadey in the play. You want one or not? Jeez, single there, mate. Invisible keeper. I've got to remind myself, turn it off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What am I doing out there? That was just a little too fine down leg, otherwise I would have tried to flick that. The fine leg will wrap around and catch me. Square legs here now. If you move once or twice in the crease, you can get to upset their rhythm and their length. You can catch them just at a brief last second before they release the ball. Just a fake movement after moving 2 or 3 times, and then you'll get an easy smash. But he's right on the money this over so far. For 29. Target's 249. On card it looks easy.
Yep.
Just one there. Freedy going for 3 runs and over. Got to get my timing. That's the sound I want.
Waiting.
Just a little bit on the thud side, so I was through that shot a fraction early. It wasn't a, it was a th.
Wait.
I tried to open that angle up.
Waiting. Yep.
There, 1. Shell was behind the stumps. It's too late. I can't do it. The game will just show it all blank.
Yeah.
2, mate. There you go. 3 push. Oh, I probably would have got the fourth, but sometimes they got like rocket arms on them.
Waiting. Wait.
I was actually out for a duck in the first over off the fourth delivery. Second over, I think. Don't remember now. It's in the beginning of the stream. I started this match again. Oh man, what a, oh my God. That swung and swung and swung off the back pad. Leg stump, middle veil go flying. Oh, well, in this situation, the most experienced batsman in the side. Let's see what Smith's going to do. I'm not taking any singles, buddy. Two. Okay, push. No, don't. That would have been suicide.
Yep.
Oh, the fielding's superb. I've given myself a life. I'm going to make sure I get a ton. Maybe I should hog the strike.
Yep.
Got two here.
What was that?
Ooh. That had a little bit of reverse swing on it. Not prepared to play across the line. There was nothing else to play, so defence is the best shot. No need to be aggressive to a ball you can't get a thing with.
Yep.
One will do you, mate. Came back in. I picked that as moving away. Well, I guessed. I figured it was going to go away. We would have got a nice boundary through there. Instead, almost an LBW, almost a bowled. Either one of the two. Just a tad short on the length. I was going to go over the bails had I have not been in the way.
Wait there.
I'm a bit dicey feeling about getting on the front foot. I'm sort of hesitating. Yeah. Just as I said it. Just as I said it. It actually happened. Why not? I did hear a thud. It was probably off the hand. Hopefully it was off the shoulder or something. But the thud, off the gloves. You're out of there, son. Anyway, that's what you get for cheating. I restarted. That's the second time this innings I've been out. I don't usually do that, but I did. I'm going to see what's next. Win by 2 wickets. Cameron Green. Disappointing effort. I think I might just go 2 notches up for the pace movement and the spinners as well, and the swing for the medium paces. I want it to do just a little bit more. That's what I use: batting master, front foot focus, lean back, offside specialist, onside star, no spin cycle, pace, car driver, and great fitness. That helps you when you're bowling, so your stamina stays high, and when you're batting, when you play a lot of shots. So batting's been pretty consistent. We've played a lot of test matches, as you can see. It's up and down. Lots of failures and lots of good ones. ODI's a mixed bag as well. Averaging 53 though. T20s averaging 50. It's a funny game. You never know. No. New Zealand. Oh, I can set it up to a New Zealand wicket. Yes. Person. Yeah, alright, I'll agree with that. Oh, perfect. Adelaide Oval, we're at home, okay. Test away, no. Test home, thanks. And we'll give them their upgraded, the newer players. I might even have a bowl. And I'll follow Starkey. Alright, Adelaide Oval, it's not dry. Could be grassy dry. So let's make it as hard to bat on as possible. just straight up dusty wickets are extremely difficult to bat on. Yeah, let's play it on hard as well. We'll go with heavy cracks but a normal pitch wear. Adelaide's humid, so we'll go warm and partly cloudy, which would otherwise be sunny. Fine would be sunny. We'll go partly cloudy, that'll mix it up. Ross, you keep giving me out when I'm not out, dude. Quality 58. You don't really want to go much higher than that because the game misbehaves. I'm going to up these 3 increments from my standard settings. That'll make up for the hardness of the wicket. This is going to be tricky. I think 77 to 68. We'll leave it there. No shot force. It should be a really good game. It's a test, so you got time to play yourself in. Cricket 19. I still play it. I've got Cricket 22. I've got Cricket 24. I've not bought Cricket 26. I still think Cricket 19 is a better game. You can adjust physics like this and make it as real and as hard as you want, but just because something's on 100 doesn't mean it's the hardest. You have to balance all the increments out. So you put something up, you've got to take something down. You've got to balance it out. You've got to know, you know, like you can't put footwork up 3 points and then put you know, pace bowling off cutters +3 or something. Like, it's not balanced. You do something to the batting, you've got to up some and down other increments. Like, there's a very fine line, and each increment makes a lot of difference. So just because you see someone play 100, 100, 100, that don't mean diddly nothing. The game will balance it out itself, and all you'll do is get balls that go through the middle of hands, or the ball sinks in the wicket. You've got to bat first on this wicket. And you've got to get relatively quick runs. And that doesn't mean go out slogging, but it means relatively quick runs. Here we go. Let's play test cricket. Let's bat as a test cricketer. It's not T20. It's not one-day internationals. It's about shot selection, timing, and being really solid in defence. That's the most important bit, especially when you get anchored down. If I'm going to get edged out, it's going to be within the first 4 to 6 overs. After that, I'll end up settling. I've got to get through the first sort of 4 to 6 overs. Opening ball, what a ripper. Little too wide. But the length and the movement was great. Yep, got a bit of bounce. The pitch is pretty good right now. Once those cracks start coming, it'll turn into a bowler's heaven. Ball still rising as the keeper took it. Plenty of bounce. The dusty wickets are always the hardest to bat on. Nice sound. That was out of the middle. See how much movement we can spot. Pulled out of the way there. I'd rather it hit me in the head than take me bat and take me wicket. Oh, it was neck and neck there. Fielder almost got that. It's playing the same as the last game. As you can see, I'm overconfident at the beginning of my innings. All the time. I just want to get some runs against my name. You know, 15, 16 or something, and then I start to pull back and just wait for the right shot. But I'm impatient early. 4 byes there. A lot of swing. Hit the middle of the deck. These first 2 deliveries. One very full and backed up with a super short one. A lot of swing. A lot of seam.
Wait.
Short cover. On the attack. I can't put the score up till I'm on strike. I mean to do it before I take a single or at the last ball of the over, in case I forget to do it. I don't want to skip because the early innings is where the ball's moving the most. It's hard.
Yes.
Go, mate. It's got a shiny side. Well, it's got 2 shiny sides. Stitches are hard. Seam. It's all about seam work in the beginning, but if there's some wind and stuff, seamers can get a lot out of it too.
Waiting.
Oh, I missed it again. Skip. I hope he's not out. There we go. I'll leave the banner up. It makes me concentrate more without it.
Yep. No! Yep.
4 overthrows. The game's just going, here, look, you're struggling a bit. Let me do some R&G and help you out a little. It comes right off the middle though. What a terrible shot at the stumps. Well, 8 from 8. Thank you, sir. I'll buy you a beer after the game. Lock it in there, Eddie. Thank you. 2 balls remaining this over. Straight up and down. Ferguson, 9 runs. Last ball. Yeah, mate, go. I want to keep the strike. New Zealand. I actually thought we were playing in New Zealand, which is a very grassy pitch. Grassy and soft. It's also a pretty difficult pitch to bat on.
Wait.
Yeah, I probably should forget about the cut shot in its entirety. Too many men there. Point gully 4th, 2nd, 1st. short cover. We can go over the top, but we got no shot force. I've taken all the shot force out, so we've only got mid wicket through there. All through square pads, flicked off. Otherwise, over the top, a short cover if I'm to play a shot.
Catch!
Well, we took the risk. Just out of his reach. A very aggressive shot for too early in the innings. If I got out there and I would have thrown my controller through the TV and eaten me PlayStation piece by piece. Because everything told me not to play that shot. This is only the second time I've played New Zealand since 2019. In Test match. I've had T20s and ODIs. So the bowlers are all new to me, pretty much. I don't remember a thing about them, so every ball I'm learning something about how they're bowling. Even if a cricket game was $500, it's still worth buying. For the amount of repetitive play, enhancing things. I've got this character here, I'm a gamer. I've got him to level 100 now. So, but I have another career who's a bowler batter, an all-rounder, bats at number 4. He's like a lot of fun to play. I actually think I want to leave the stream. I don't bat my best when I'm streaming and talking. I feel like I have to try and not let silence come in anywhere. But if I just sit back and bat, the sound of the game gets better. And then you can just enjoy the commentary. The zero commentary.
Yes.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 3 for Australia. End of the over. Australia are now 1 for 24.
Wait. Yep.
End of the over. Australia are now 1 for 37.
Yep. Yep. Catch it! Waiting.
End of the over. Australia are now on 1 for 49. Change of bowling. The captain's going with pace. End of the over. Australia are now on 1 for 54.
Yeah, good bowling. Catch it! Waiting. Yep.
End of the over. Australia are now on 1 for 59.
Catch! Yep.
End of the over. Australia are now on 1 for 64.
Waiting. Yep.
End of the over. Australia are now on 1 for 69. Change of bowling, the medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Wait. Yeah! Good bowling.
The batting team are now 3 for 69. The left-handed batsman is coming in at number three.
Yep. Waiting.
End of the over. New Zealand are now 1 for 10.
Wait.
End of the over. New Zealand are now on 1 for 15.
Yep. Yep.
End of the over. New Zealand are now 1 for 29.
nut. Wait there.
Tries to drive that, but missed times.
Wait.